Welcome everyone. We're going to begin today's class lying on your back in Shavasana. So come on down into your most comfortable position. You can be extended out through the arms and the legs. You can also keep the knees bent or take your bound angle if that's more comfortable in your back. So you're going to close the eyes and you're just going to let go of any tension in the body. So doing that quick body scan here. Letting go, relaxing the shoulders and the jaw. And finding your breath big and full. And really expand through the rib cage on that inhale. Try to pause at the top of the breath. And as you exhale, you feel the belly draw in. And we're going to start with some little movements in the hands and the feet. Rolling that into your wrists and your ankles. And then moving into the windshield wiper legs. So we bend the knees and the feet are wide apart, the feet are flat. And you're just going to let the legs fall from side to side. And really move slowly with this. Notice how your hips are feeling today. And that lower back. Okay, and then from here, we'll take hold of the knees and we're just going to squeeze the thighs to the stomach, rocking from side to side. Just massaging that back. Hopefully you didn't have a big breakfast. This class is nice to do on an empty stomach, that's for sure. Okay, let's start stretching the legs up to the ceiling. Notice here what your hamstring flexibility is like as one goes as straight as possible and the other leg bends. And try to pull your toes down to your face, drive your heels up. Now we begin today's class with leg raises, and your range of motion depends on you. I don't want you to drop too far if you have any discomfort in your lower back. And you're not going to worry too much about how straight the legs are. So you're just straightening out as much as you can. And now let's begin with your left leg dropping down on the inhale, nice and slowly. Stop wherever you need to, and exhale, pull back. Inhale, drop down. Exhale, bring back. We'll do that again. Okay, let's try 3 now on the right. So on the inhale, you lower. And on the exhale, you bring it back. If it helps to put your hands on your belly, just to make that mind-muscle connection, you can keep your hands there. Okay, nice. Now let's do this and add the arms. So we'll go back to the left side and we're going to add the arm dropping behind the head. So on the inhale, you open, and on the exhale, you bring it back. Let's do 3. Good. Really feel the belly working here. 2. Keep the belly button pulled in. And 3, switching sides. Okay, if you need to take breaks, you take breaks. So listen to the lower back. Don't drop your leg too far. And bend your knees as much as you need to. Okay. Now we're going to intensify this by lifting up the head and the shoulders. So as we lift up here, just want you to drop your left leg. Bring it back. Drop your right. Bring it back. Now let's try left arm, left leg. Staying lifted. And right leg, right arm. Staying lifted. Okay, we're going gonna try all limbs at the same time. We're gonna try for 3. Now as you open up both arms back and drop both legs down, you might need to stop here. Exhale, pull back. You might have a bigger range of motion. Just kind of seeing how it feels. Not forcing anything. We'll do 1 more for 3. That's tricky. Okay, head down. Take a moment here, rock that out. And then place your feet flat on the floor. We're going to move through this transverse abdominis exercise where we just bring the belly button in, push the lower back into the floor, and then release that action. Repeat this 5 times. So as I exhale, I'm going to pull the belly button in, lower back down, and release. It's a pretty small movement. It's pretty intense. Bringing it down, releasing, and do that one more time. Let's bring it down, belly button in, and release. Now we're going to set that position, hold it, and add a lateral leg drop, 5 to each side. So let's draw the belly button in, and reach the lower back down, maintain this, and now take this left leg out to the side, whatever your range of motion is, and pull back. 1. And 2. Keep the low back down. 3. And 4. And 5. Take a moment to release that. Take a big breath. And reset that. Belly button in. Right leg opens up. 1. And 2. 3, 4, and 5. Okay. We are going to rock and roll the length of the spine and then come into table. If rocking and rolling doesn't feel good, lie on your side and push up carefully. And then let's swing it around and switch to tabletop position. And we're going to work some stabilization here in tabletop. And as soon as you get into this position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, let's begin with that cat-cow of the spine. So we'll take a nice big inhale and arch, and we'll take an exhale and round. Inhale, and exhale. And one more time, big arch, and exhale. Okay, now let's find the middle place with the torso. So we're not arched, we're not rounded, we're kind of right in the middle. Stomach muscles are drawn in, nice and firm. Bring your left leg out to the side to start. So we're going to come into the hip here with a lateral leg lift. Bring the left knee down. Now take the left knee back and see if you can really squeeze that left glute. Keep your stomach drawn in. And now this left knee comes down and we're going to reach it forward. Use your stomach muscles to pull the left knee towards the left elbow. And if it reaches there pretty easily, see if you can drag the knee up into the back of the shoulder. And then we'll bring it back down and we'll repeat that. Out, back, forward, and maybe upward. And one more time. Out, and back, forward, upward. Okay, let's do that on the other side. So reset, draw belly in, nice and strong. Take the knee out to the side. Take it back. Take it forward, squeeze belly, maybe drag it up the back of the tricep, and down. Out, back, forward, pull it up. One more time. Out, back, to the elbow, lift it up higher, and bring it down. Okay, nice. We're going to sit back over the shins, if that's okay in your body, and we'll take a stretch in the wrists. So coming onto the back of the hands here, Maybe moving through the fingers, breathing. And let's also spin the fingers around this way and push those palms down. Maybe even peel the base of the palm up. Okay, we'll shake that out. We are going to come back into tabletop position and we're going to play with extensions. So let's take this left leg back straight this time, nice and strong, abs pulled in, and the right arm reaches. And then as you exhale, bring the hand to the knee and do that again for 2. Good, hand to the knee. And at 3, hold here in balance or bend the knee and reach back with the arm and see if you can catch the foot or the ankle. Let's squeeze the heel to the bum and stretch the thigh. Take a breath. And then we'll release that. Reset. Stomach muscles are firm. Right leg goes back. Left arm reaches. Exhale, bring the hand to the knee and reach back up for 2. Hand to the knee. Reach back up for 3. Hold in balance or reach back. Find the foot. Heel to the bum. Breathe into the thigh here. Keep the belly strong. We're trying not to overarch the low back. And we'll let that go. Okay, we're going to try same side lifts. So let's get heavy on the right hand and the right leg. Lean over. And then see if you can bring the left hand to the left knee here. Big inhale, reach. Exhale down. Reach, lock your gaze, major balance. And one more time now, choose to hold or reach back for the foot. And then if you catch this one, let's arch the back with this one. So let's kick up and we'll let the back arch just a bit. Good. And then with control, whether you're just holding or you've got the bind, we'll let it go. Okay, heavy on left knee, left arm. Right hand and right knee come together, gaze is locked. On the inhale, extend 1. And 2. Choose to hold here or reach back and find the foot, the ankle. Woohoo! Major balance. And if you catch, we will allow some arching in the back with a little kick. And then with control, let's come down. All right, and as you come down from here, sit back on the shins or kneeling and shake out the wrists. Give them a moment before we set up for downward dog. And then when you feel ready, spreading hands, looking forward, and coming up. And as soon as you come into your downward dog, let's think about bringing the weight back over the legs. Okay, and we'll bend a knee and straighten the other leg. And we'll get into the toe joints. And just really try to feel the stretching happening in your calves and in your hamstrings. You're just going to move your body however you want to here. Making sure your wrists and your shoulders are comfortable. And if you need to bend the knees and push the belly back more, you do that. And we're going to step it back to Ragdoll at the back of the mat. So we'll go wide in the feet, soften the knees, push back with the arms, and just hang it out here in Ragdoll. Shake your head. Sway the body. If you want to hold the elbows, hold the elbows. And breathe. And we're going to pull the stomach muscles in. Firm up and roll up. Rounded back brings you up. Your head is the very last to come up. You got it. And then once you're up, shoulder blades move back and down. We're going to hook the fingers. So you're just going to take your hands and you're going to hook your fingers. And right away, activate the backs of the shoulders and the back like you're pulling the arms apart. And then with this, take a big inhale and reach your arms right up over your head. Once you're up over your head, see if you can lean from side to side. It just feels really good at your waist. We'll do that a few times. From one side to the other side. And then just drop your arms down nice and loose. And we'll take a walk to the top of the mat. We're going to begin with our Salutation C. So that has us lunging a little bit, but we'll move really slow with it. So shoulder blades are back and down. Inhale and reach your arms up. Big breath in. Exhale, bend the knees into forward fold. Step the right foot all the way back and then come down onto the right knee. Plug your fingertips and lift your chin. Take a breath. And then as you exhale, push your hands into the mat and step back to down dog. You can walk it out here for a moment. Get into your feet. And then inhale, come forward through plank, look forward, and lower your knees, your chest, and your chin down. We'll settle the body. Inhale, lift for cobra, and slide the shoulder blades down the back. And then exhale, peel off down dog, look through your feet. We're going to be stepping forward with the right leg. Take your time with this. As you breathe in, send your right leg to the ceiling, reach up. And then as you exhale, step it through between the hands. If it lands in the middle of the mat, put your left knee down. Help your right foot forward. Plug the fingertips here, lift your chin and breathe. And then as you exhale, pull your weight back. Load the right heel and use the back leg to push off, bringing that back foot forward. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms up, reach back, and exhale, forward fold. The left leg steps all the way back to where it just was, and that left knee comes down. Plug your fingertips, inhale, lift your chin. Exhale, step it back to down dog. Walk it out. Take a nice big breath, come forward. And then exhale, lower knees, chest and chin. Inhale, lift for cobra and slide the shoulder blades into your back pockets. And exhale, back down, peeling off. Downward dog. And this left leg will step forward on this now. So on the inhale, it goes up to the ceiling, reach it up. And on the exhale, it tries to step through. And if it hits here, put that back knee down and help. You're not rushing through this. There's lots of time. Plug your fingertips, lift your chin, and breathe. Let's pull the weight back, load the left heel, pop off that back leg, coming forward. Big inhale, reach the arms all the way up, reach back, and exhale, your hands come down. Take a moment and interlace your hands behind your back. Knuckles are downward. Let's open up through the chest here. Pull the shoulders back and puff up the chest and draw in your ribs at the same time. Seeing if the arms will lift off. And if you want to, you can bring your head to one side, if that's okay, in your neck, and bring your head to the other side. Excellent, and then just let that go. Big toes touching. Let's come down into chair pose or squat position. And you're really lighting up the legs and the glutes here. We're going to hook the thumbs and then pull apart. Take a big inhale and reach the arms up. And then exhale, bring the arms down. As the arms come down, internally rotate your left arm into the lower back and take your right hand to your outer left knee. Big inhale, puff your chest, and then exhale, look over your left shoulder, pull that left shoulder head back. Good, release that easy twist, back, thumbs hook, inhale, reach. Exhale, arms come down. We'll twist to the other side, internally rotate right arm, left hand holds outer right knee, inhale, puff, exhale, turn the head. Stay here, feel that twist. And releasing back, reaching the arms back. One more time here, hook your thumbs, pull your arms apart, inhale, reach up, stay low. Exhale, the arms come down and slowly stand out of your legs. Whew. Okay, shaking that out, let's step this left foot back to pyramid position. So it doesn't step too far back. Hips are square, legs are straight. We'll bring our fists together in the low back. Open your chest, big inhale, and then exhale, hinge over. And while you're here, really feel the right hamstring stretching. And you can move in and out of this a little, really move with it. Keep your spine long, tail up. And inhale, rise up. Okay, releasing the arms. Step this left leg back more and come into high lunge position. So we're on the ball of the back foot, and I want you to move in and out of here a little bit, playing with the tilting of the pelvis. So as I draw my tail under and tighten up my left glute, I can feel my left hip flexors start stretching. So just move around here, find the stretch. And then when you feel pretty good with it, bring the arms up. And we're gonna hold the elbows. So we're gonna bend the elbows and reach for them. And then once you catch the elbows, start to move your body from side to side. Really opening up your waist and your ribs. As you move from side to side, try not to fall over. And then let's straighten out this front leg, this right leg, and we'll turn the left hip, the left foot open so that we're in triangle. Evening off your hips here and lowering the arms. You're gonna look over the right arm and we're gonna start to extend. So like you're being pulled forward, reach, 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 and when you can no longer reach, bring that hand to the shin, nice and light here. So a little softness in the knee still, you're not hyperextending. If you can turn and look to the left arm, go ahead. And allow the hips to push forward a bit. You're really breathing into the right hamstring, right inner thigh. And then we're going to use the stomach muscles, so firm up through the belly and come out of here nice and strong. Good, and as soon as you come up, move into a warrior two. Let's bend deeply into this right knee. Nice and stretchy, come on down. We'll flip the right palm, reverse your warrior two, breathe in, reach back. And then as you exhale, let's windmill the hands down to the floor and we'll settle into a low lunge here. We'll drop this knee down, and if it feels real tight, stay here, plugged in. And if it feels like you want to take a back bend, you can lift your chest, you can lift your chin, you can even support the back of the head with the hands, and really arch your back. And breathe. Now we're going to let that go, and we'll push the hands down. We're going to step back to plank position. We're going to move into some side planks, and we'll do the first round here on the elbows. So lower onto the elbows. Make sure that the right elbow is directly underneath the right shoulder and come onto the side body. Stagger and flex your feet and lift the hip and lift the arm. We'll do 5 hip raises here. So we'll lower down, we'll lift 1. And every time you lift up, 2. Feel the underside of the body really contract. 3, 4. You can do this from the knees as well. You can take breaks. 5. Let's switch sides. Line up the elbow under the shoulder. Take your time. Stagger feet. Fire up the hip. Reach the arm. And now up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come back to center. Take a moment in center, nice and strong, and then lower down the hips. Got it. And as soon as we lower the hips down, we're going to reach the arms back, and you're going to decide, do you want to lift into a locust, or do you want to interlace the hands here and really open the chest, more of a snake pose? And whatever you choose, come on into it. Draw your chin in, straighten out the legs, use the glutes, and we count for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That'll do. Release the hands, bring your hands back along the side, and let's peel off and take a child's pose here. Nice big breath. Sitting right over the heels, pushing the palms down, and getting the stretch along the side of your body. Of course, if it bothers the shoulders at all and you want your arms at your sides, or maybe you place your hands under your forehead, that's okay. We're going to lift back to down dog when you're ready. Let's come back up. Look through the feet here, draw the heels down, lift the sitting bones. Breathe. And then inhale, look up through your thumbs, and exhale, move the body forward, and then step your feet forward behind your hands. Softening your knees when you get here. Inhale to half, lengthen. Exhale, fold in and draw that chin in. We'll inhale, we'll reach all the way up, reach up, look up. And the hands come down. And if you're not quite at the top of the mat, let's step there. Big toes touch. Come on down into chair. Nice and strong. Hook your thumbs and inhale, reach. And exhale down. We're going to twist to the other side first. And if you want to twist deeper this time, you can. We can take this left elbow to the outside of the right knee. And we can twist deeply here, pressing the hands together. Thumbs come to the center of the chest. And you're looking over the right shoulder. Of course, if you don't like that, you can stay where we were that first time here. Okay, you decide. Make sure the knees stay even, the hips are in line. And your hips are lower than your shoulders, so you don't want your head too low here. Release back to the center, hooking, breathing in, reaching. Exhale. Twisting deeply to the other side if you want to, or keeping it the same way we did the first time. Okay, can you turn and look back over the shoulder? Feel that twist through the ribs. Don't give up on the legs here. I know they're burning. Keep breathing, reach forward, and one more time, hook, inhale, bring down, and slowly come to stand. Wowzas. Okay. The right leg steps back for that pyramid position. Now, the knuckles can come together in the back, or maybe you want a bit of a deeper stretch through the shoulders. Maybe bring the palms together. It's up to you. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge. Keep that length in your spine and play with coming in and out of here a bit. Really, really breathing into the hamstrings. And we're going to inhale, come up. We'll let the arms go. We'll send the right foot further back, landing on the ball of the foot, and then playing around with anterior and posterior tilting of your pelvis. As soon as I draw the tail under, I'm going to tighten my right glute, really breathe into the right hip flexors, and then when you're ready, you've got that stretch, add the arms, reach up. Hold the elbows, lock your gaze. See if you can move from side to side here. Nice. Now we're going to start standing up, straighten the front leg, the back foot and the back hip open. We're open to the side of the mat now, but that left foot stayed where it was. Maybe move the hips from side to side. And then from here, release the arms. And then turn, look over this left arm. Start to reach the body forward. Here we're sort of sinking into our left hip, reaching. And then the hand to the shin. And you can start turning the head if that feels okay in your neck. Reaching up. And breathe into left inner thigh, left hamstrings here. Now we come out of this position strong, so let's really tighten up through the core and then use your body, your side body lifts you up. Sink into warrior two. You maybe get real stretchy here, really sink in. And then once you're down, flip your left palm and reverse your warrior two. Big inhale, reach. And exhale, back we go, windmilling. Hands down into your low lunge. And deciding, do I want to stay here? Close your eyes. Or do I want to add that back bend? Lift the chest a little. Maybe support the back of the head. And start lifting the sternum right up towards the ceiling if you can. And breathing. And as we let this go, we're going to come to our plank. Hips come up a little bit. This foot pulls back. You're in plank. Let's try the side plank on the hands. If you know your wrists don't like that, then come back down to the forearms like we did last time. We'll take this right wrist under the right shoulder. Flex, stagger your feet nice and solid. Fire up the hip, find those muscles, reach the arm up. And now 5 times we dip and we lift. 1 and 2, 3, 4, and that's 5. We'll switch. Take your time, look where everything is. Wrist, shoulder, feet, hip fires up, arm reaches. And now lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's 5. Okay, back to plank, whether you are on your forearms or your hands. And if you're on your hands, let's lower down real slow and steady. Okay, and if you're on your forearms, we are sending our arms back and coming into our extension. You can come up in locust. I want you to decide what's best, or snake. Okay, whatever you want to do here. But let's make sure the legs are straight. Okay, the glutes are really engaged. Draw your chin in and hold for 1, 2, 3. Don't give up. Give it everything you have. Let's lift. 4. And one more time, strong body, come on up. And we'll let it go from here. We'll slide the hands back along the side and peel off to child's pose. Breathe. Okay, nice work. We are finished with the standing part of class. We're going to come seated. So we're going to swing the legs around. Come seated. And we're going to work some roll-ups with an option to lift the hips into an L-sit. So we do this in our strength class a lot. And I always say to people, I don't want you to have to throw your legs in the air to sit up from here. So if it's hard to control sitting up, use an elbow. Use an elbow to help you. And then when you go to do the other side, or when you come up again, use the other side. Use the other elbow, okay? Of course, if coming up and down bothers your back, stick with a half range of motion and don't sit all the way up. If you want to, at the top, I'm gonna add this option to do an L-sit. If the feet follow, great. If not, you're just trying to lift your hips up. And that's an option, you don't have to do that. So let's try 5 of these. Let's roll down with control, pull the belly button in, draw the chin in. We'll take a nice reach back as you come down, inhale. And then as you exhale to sit up, control this. So control this with an elbow maybe, without. And when you get to the top, if you want to, push your hands down, pull your hips back and up. And repeat, we have 5. Move slowly. Everybody move at your own pace here. I want to kind of see that you're doing what's best for you. Exhale, coming up, using the other elbow if needed. Okay, and if you are doing the L-sit, the hands are pushing down mid-thigh and the hips are trying to pull back. Also pulling up through the pelvic floor here. And everything is being worked with these 2 exercises put together in your core. Big inhale, and on the exhale, coming up with control. Good, and maybe pulling those hips back and up. And even if the hips don't come off the ground, just pushing the hands down, engaging the abs, pulling up through the pelvic floor is doing so much amazing work. Okay, move slowly here. Let's do a few more. And we'll do one more. Nice exhale, control. And if you're pressing, let's press last time. And let that go. Okay, nice work. It's hard. We'll shake that out a little bit. You could even do a wrist stretch seated here on the backs of the hands. And we're gonna move into a hip stretch. So this hip stretch can be done as sloppy cross legs. So I want you to put your right leg in front of your left. Okay, and you're just kind of cross-legged but kind of sloppy. You could sit on your block for this as well if you wanted to elevate your hips. But look for length in your spine first. And then lean in until you feel this as a stretch in the hips. We're just gonna take a quiet moment here to close down the eyes and find the breath. If this is not a stretch for your hips, if things are real flexible in the hips and you wanna go stacked shins instead, we can take this right shin on top of the left, but make sure that the ankles are flexed and that the ankle bone is on the knee bone. Okay, bottoms of the feet are flat. And again, maybe sitting up tall is a deep enough stretch, or maybe coming forward is where you want to be. And whatever you choose here, find the hips, close the eyes, and then come right back into that diaphragmatic breathing. The diaphragm makes up part of the deep core muscles, so simply the act of breathing fully is activating your core. Okay, and if you want to make any movements here, helping those hips to let go, go ahead and do that. And we'll sit up from here and we'll switch sides. So if you are sloppy cross legs, that left one comes in front, nice and loose. Look for height, lean in. Okay, or stack. You decide. Okay, simply sitting up, lifting your chin, lifting your chest can be a real deep stretch in the hip. Only lean forward if you want to. If you can breathe through it, definitely I'm tighter on this side and not feeling like leaning forward is necessary. As you close your eyes and breathe, you're really just tuning in to the sensations here and noticing things. Noticing if one side is tighter, keeping that breath full, and making sure you're not locking up in the jaw or the neck or the shoulders. Okay, nice. Let's come out of the hips. Some really good hamstring stretching today with all that standing work, and it was lovely in the hips. We're gonna finish now by coming into bound angle here. So soles of the feet are together, and if you push your hips closer to your heels, you'll really feel that inner thigh and groin area. And we're gonna come onto our back here. We're gonna lift into bridge in this position today. So carefully coming onto the back, keeping the soles of the feet together. Push down into the sides of the feet. And connect the shoulder blades, so let's draw them under. We're gonna be real strong in the back of the arm as we lift into our bridge position here. And then once you're up, can you tip from side to side? So can you bring your left knee towards the floor and then bring your right knee towards the floor? So stay fully lifted and just play with this tipping from side to side. Okay, now from tipping from side to side, take a moment here in the center and push up as high as you can, okay? See if maybe you could even bring the shoulder blades under a bit more. Get as much height as you can here. Use the glutes. And we'll bring it down. This work. And then as you bring it down from here, take it into happy baby. So let's hold on to the knees. And see if you can take the knees wide apart as you rock from side to side in this low back. And maybe you can even reach down for the ankles or the feet. Now, if you feel like there was any stretches that you love to do in class and you didn't get to do them, by all means, go ahead. Take more time. And if you just feel like you're ready to settle back into Shavasana, exactly where we started, then we can do that. Okay, so when you are ready, let's take a few minutes and settle into the same position you started in today. Okay, so taking up all the space, closing the eyes, noticing how the body feels after a class like that. And I don't want you to rush up. I don't want you to jump up and wave to the camera, say goodbye. I want you to stay here for as long as you like. And just breathing fully, resisting the urge to move. When it is time, when you do feel like you want to get up, be sure to lie on your side for a moment. Do it slowly. And thanks for joining me, everyone. Namaste.